My mother spoke very little English, which is why I grew up knowing Arabic, because they spoke to each other in Arabic and spoke to me pretty much in Arabic. And by the time I got to kindergarten, of course, I was speaking in English. So I kind of had one foot in each world. At school, I did well, and came home and spoke Arabic in the home, and my father and mother, their only ambition for me was that I follow in my sister's footsteps and become a secretary. They didn't really think about higher education for a girl, and even though my male cousins all went to college, none of the girls did. So I, at 19, married an Arab. My mother was dying. I was told when I was 15 that she only had 2 years to live. She had liver cancer. She lived 4 years. And my then husband and I had to move up our wedding by 3 months because the doctor told me she wasn't going to make it. She died 1 week before we would have been married. So luckily we had been married 3 months earlier, 2 months earlier, I guess. And that was a tough time. That was a really tough time, but I knew she wanted me to marry an Arab. She wanted to see me married. It was not an arranged marriage, but I knew she wanted me to be married, so we married. It was not a successful marriage. I think he thought he was marrying his mother and expected me to do the things his mother had done for him, and I guess I didn't have that in mind. After my mother and father died, I got a divorce. If they had lived, I'm not sure I could ever have done it because it would have shamed them. I felt somewhat shunned by the Arab community because it was the first divorce they had ever seen in this whole Washington community, and it was not easy.